Yo, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to a Resident Evil 2 experiment. So in this one we are going to find out what happens if you use the fuse, the main hall fuse, before you meet Marvin. So in order to do this experiment I need to use the cheat engine, which I already have loaded, which you can't see yet, but I will show you it later on in the video. And yeah, I need to basically what happens is you need to start a new game, and basically to start, of course, obviously you need to encounter Marvin and everything as such. So yeah, I've started a new game with Claire, and basically we are going to use the cheat engine to modify one of the items that you pick up in this sequence. Now this sequence right here is obviously the prelude or the prologue, whatever you want to call it. I'm just going to skip the cutscenes and get right into the video, because in order to actually, what I'm going to do is,
wait here.
Before we just 1 minute, just 1 minute. Alright, so I've got the cheat engine loaded up. So what I am going to do is I'm going to Alt Tab and bring up the cheat engine. If I do this. So cheat engine is basically, this allows me to modify the game. Now what I am going to do is go damage mod, damage multiplier, and do this to 50. This will allow me to one-tap enemies, just so we how can I say it? Just so we don't die. Just so we've got an easy run through of the game. I'm also going to set my HP to 1080, just so I can't actually you know, die. I need to get rid of that.
Excuse me, is everything okay?
Stay back, ma'am. I got this.
And skip the cutscene.
Don't come any closer.
Oh my god, is getting up. Boom. And he's just going to drop the floor, which means he's not going to get up anymore. So the key that we need, the thing that we need is this key. Now I need to use this key, right? I will end up using this key, don't worry, because I need to wait a second. Claire has a speed reloader for the SLS. I have no idea why you have the speed reloader in your inventory, Claire. I have no idea, but that wasn't my doing.
A nightmare.
That wasn't my doing. So anyway, let's just get to the PlayStation and move on. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so we are here. We are now in Raccoon City, and we are heading towards a police station. Now it is best to do it this way on the first run rather than the second, obviously, because you meet Marvin in the first run of the game. So yeah, you basically, like I said, just going through the first run of the video, of the game, sorry, and we need our inventory. So if I highlight the key, that's not going to do anything because I haven't got the cheat engine loaded up. So cheat engine on screen right now, and if we go to highlighted item, as you can see, absolutely nothing. You can't see my cursor, so I'll do this. And yeah, as you can see, now you can see my cursor. So here, as you can see, we have nothing, right? It won't recognize an item. But if we go back into game and do this,
Who's there?
as you can see, it says storage room key. Now, storage room key, again, doesn't really mean anything. But if we change storage room key to bolt cutters, wherever they are. Aha! Bolt cutter. Alright. Set that to bolt cutter, please. And then if we go back into game, ta-da! Bolt cutters. So by doing this, we basically allow ourselves to gain access to a certain area of the police station. Excuse my aphasia, my brain doesn't want to work today. But yeah, it allows us to access a part of the police station that we normally wouldn't be able to access straight away. Basically, by getting the bolt cutters, it allows us to skip certain parts of like animation triggers, etc. So, anybody here? No idea, Claire. But what I am going to do is just take those bolts just in case and reload. So the one thing I'm not going to do is access this PC. The first thing I'm going to do is go down here, because if I go down the right hand side and trigger this cutscene, it's, you know, it's ideal. It is ideal. This should work. I am hoping that this works, because if it doesn't, then I'm just chatting shit. But yeah, anyway, skip the cutscenes. We want this fuse, right? We want the fuse that goes in here, which means it's in this door. So, in order to do this,
Focus, Claire.
we need to first move the cabinet. Come on, Claire. Put your back into it. Put your back into it, girl. And I'm pretty sure we want to go in here. So, bolt cutters.
Hi.
Now there should be no enemies in here, because obviously they haven't spawned yet. And we want to take the fuse. Now, by taking the fuse early and gaining access to, obviously, this room. We shouldn't have been able to access this room at all. Not yet. But we have, so there we have it. We've gained access to a room we shouldn't be able to access. So, if we quickly have a look at some of the animation checks, as you can see, we can't actually, there is no animation trigger. We can't actually interact with this, with the chair, so we can't actually move it. And obviously the door doesn't open either, because obviously, like I said, the chair's in the way, so we can't actually interact with the chair. We have to go the long way around. That animation trigger is scripted not to work until you actually gain access to the bolt cutters, which are on the other side of this room. So, we need to go save Elliot, so to speak. I say save Elliot, but is it really saving Elliot? I mean, is it really? I don't think it is. Come on. Come on. Come on, Elliot. Ah, you've just been bit, bruh. No, you're dead. You're dead. You're dead. Pull. Pull. Pull him. Ah. Mince and dumplings. Anyway, skip that. We don't need this. Alright, so I should be able to run through this. Oh no. This. I say should be able to run through this. Alright. So, obviously we can't go through the office. We can't go through the office. That's a big no-no. But what we can do is just go around and interact with this. Alright, so if we use the fuse, it opens the shutter. So, by opening the shutter, these two enemies are coming towards us. What I am going to do is just stand on the precipice, wait for them to get closer, and then they turn around, because we shouldn't have been able to get here. If we turn, like, you see what I mean? This is like the sort of cut-off point as to the trigger. And they can't detect us. They can't detect us over this point, so they turn around. Now, funny thing, now that we've bypassed the game and everything, Marvin. Marvin is just standing here at reception. There's... He's just standing there, he's like, welcome to the RPD, bro. That is brilliant. That is absolutely brilliant. Yo, Marvin's glitched. Yo, Marvin, you alright, bro? Are you good? Alright, so... one thing we need as well is a combat knife, and I don't think I've got one in here. I do. Okay, we have an infinite combat knife. Let's go. So, having glitched out the game, so obviously we don't have the cutscene with Marvin. If we open up... Ah, we can't. We can't use the combat knife to open this. To open this up. Aha. Here we go, guys. Alright, so... I used the cheat engine to change this from... basically change our combat knife here to... instead of the infinite one, into the, you know, usable one. That was our problem. Alright, so... let's see the changes to the RPD. Alright, let's just go around and let's have a look. So, the windows are boarded. That's the first thing I've noticed, and there's no dead body hanging from the ceiling. Okay. Alright. There's no animation trigger for this guy with the radio. Interesting, interesting. That's still a door. That's a locked door, so we can't go through there. The windows are boarded up here as well. Window boarded up at the far side. Enemies spawning here? No. Okay. Right, so there's no enemy spawned whatsoever. So obviously the scripting in the game, the programming in the game has decided that obviously we still haven't triggered that cutscene, so nothing else is going to spawn. That's okay. That's decent. I mean, I can take the map. Not that I need it. I know my way around the RPD. There's no climbing. Oh, there's no climbing animation trigger either. Yo. Okay. So the game, obviously, like I say, the game doesn't recognize that we've, you know, that we've talked to Marvin. So we shouldn't have been able to obviously get this far. We haven't been given the combat knife in order to slash the. I mean, we got the detonator. I'll take that. But yeah, we haven't been given the combat knife in order to take to slash through the tape and pull the lever to get through this door. So technically, again, we shouldn't actually be here, but obviously we are through the power of the cheat engine. There's no zombie headbutting the vending machine, and the vending machine is broke for some reason. Fair enough. There's nothing here. What about in the office? There's no zombie sitting down. Okay, so there is still... Can I still do the puzzle log? I can... No, yes, no. No, I can't. I can't do this. I can't trigger these. Okay, so I can't trigger that. What is that? That's just a report. No, I'm ignoring that. What about the save? I can't trigger the save either. Raw. Okay. So the game, like I say, the game doesn't recognize that we haven't obviously talked to Marvin. Can I interact with... I can't interact with the keypad either. Wait, keycards hover... Bruh, this game is fucked. This game is broke. What do you mean? Like, keycard is hovering above the keycard slot. What do you mean? I can't even I can't interact with it either. I can't interact with any of the lockers. I can't interact with a keypad. Yo, what the hell? Again, the game doesn't recognize that we should have, like, we shouldn't be able to get this far. We shouldn't even be here. That's the thing. And yet, we are, so... I can't interact with that either. Raw! Yo, half of the things I can interact with, I should be able to interact with. I can't. So there is like event triggers within the game that obviously haven't been done or basically haven't been activated because of that one cutscene. So this is sort of like, this gives you sort of like an impression, like an imprint as to, yo, there's no steam. There's no steam. I can walk straight through. Yo, that's sick. No sitting zombie there. What about the liquor? There's no liquor either. Like, legit, the liquor hasn't spawned. Raw. Okay. So yeah, this sort of gives you an insight as to, like, the event triggers throughout the game. That's actually mad. Yo, boys. That is actually genuinely mad. So just by skipping one cutscene, by literally using the cheat engine to skip a cutscene and get into the part of the station that we shouldn't actually be in. I mean, the Mach 11's there, but yeah, this, like I say, by skipping one cutscene, we can legit just, yo, we can do the detonator. We can do the detonator. Like, just by skipping one cutscene, we've legit stopped enemies from spawning, and legit just, you know, I'm pretty sure, yo, this is mad. We've skipped one cutscene and we can access 2 of the 3 medallions So I'm guessing that if I go up here, can I access this? I can. I can get something out of there. I can pick up the club key. The spade key, sorry. Yo, okay. No liquor running past the window. Alright. What about in here? I mean, obviously I have the detonator, which means we can access all 3 medallions. Yo, detonator's here. Electronic gadget. Ah! Ah! Cheeky son of a bitch. Cheeky son of a bitch. Alright, so we can't actually progress. There's no event trigger. There's no animation trigger for this. Which means we can't actually access the 3rd medallion. No! I mean, extra inventory space. But we can't actually access... We've got the detonator. We've got, like... electronic gadget. Yeah, it's missing the detonator for nobody. Yeah, it's missing the detonator. Oh man, I genuinely thought we might have been able to skip like the first part of the game. Just like I wish we were able to collect all 3 medallions. I can't get through there either. There's an invisible wall. I can't get through there. There's legit. So we can't actually get into the library either. Rah. But we do have the club key. So I'm kind of wondering what else we can access. But the thing is, we're soft locked. Like, we legit can't progress to the first boss battle with Baby Birkin. So what else is there to do? What else is there to sort of find? See, this is what I mean by skipping one cutscene. We've sort of locked ourselves out of the rest of the game. It's mad to think. Like, it's genuinely mad to think. I can access this door. Let's just unlock that door, which allows us to get back here. Hi, Marvin. This is mad. Like I say, this is genuinely like baffling me. So we can obviously access the library because again we have the key. I'm just gonna take the boot as well because I'm curious. I'm actually curious as to what we can do. So we can access the 2nd medallion. We just can't access the 3rd. That is just not fair. Imagine the scenes if we'd been able to do that. Wait, there's no jack down there. Hang on. There's no maintenance jack down there. There's also no enemies. Does that mean we can move these already? No, we can't. There's no trigger. Oh man, so we can't even access that part of the station. Yo, we're locked. We've been locked. We've been locked out the rest of the game. That's mad. Again, sort of gives you an insight as to like what happens if you do try to bypass the game. It just sort of soft locks you out. I mean, I suppose there is one way I can, you know, do this. There is another way I can bypass this. I can just use the cheat engine. I mean, there's no point picking the key card up because I can't actually get anything from the key. Like, I can't access the weapons locker. See, this is the argument I'm having, right? I can bypass the 3rd medallion by using the cheat engine to change the now defunct club key here. Spade key, sorry. I keep saying club key. But yeah, I can change the spade key into the maiden medallion, I think it is. The 3rd one. And then obviously I can go from there. Oh, damn. So that trigger still happens. Oh, okay, so the helicopter crash still happens. I wonder what happens if... Alright, so that's the cutscene with Leon. I am now going to radio Marvin and say this is bad.
We've got zombies everywhere. Marvin?
Can I...
Marvin, are you there?
Bolt cutters. Again, I don't need bolt cutters.
Marvin?
I can't... Wait, I can't interact with that though. I can, okay. I was going to say I can't interact with the door. Alright, so that's event tree... Right, okay, so I'm now genuinely curious as to... Enemies have spawned. He shouldn't be there. I'm actually genuinely curious as to what just basically what that cutscene has just triggered. So we can now do that. Marvin's now disappeared from there. We still have the animation trigger for this. So Marvin's disappeared from the main reception. He's now lying down over here. Break room. I'm aware. So can we now access... If we go... Welcome, Leon. No, that's... Yeah, I want to go this way. Yeah. So are we... Technically, we're not soft-locked anymore. Because there's now going to be enemies trying to get through that window. This. Stay down. See, this is it. We've just unlocked ourselves. Yes, we've still got the animation cutscene. Like, we still got the animation trigger at the first shutters to sort of, you know, get through Marvin. Like, to skip that cutscene with Marvin by using the ball cutters. But by triggering the helicopter cutscene, have we unlocked the rest of the station? No, we still can't get through there. And we still can't access this. Alright. So by skipping that one cutscene, but triggering another, we haven't actually unlocked the rest of the game. We're still soft-locked. We still can't progress. That's interesting. I'm not gonna lie. That's genuinely, like, interested us, to be honest. I mean, I've been doing this now. I've been recording this now for half an hour, and okay. So by triggering the helicopter cutscene, there's still no steam. There is still no steam. There's now a licker. Okay, I can't actually shoot that yet. Hi. You're dead now. Okay. So, kill the licker. It's fine. It's fine. I can go through here. I can still get access to that. We still can't access... See, there's still no enemies in here. Pretty sure. Yeah, there's not. There's no maintenance jack either. So, there's still no enemies in here, despite triggering the helicopter cutscene. So, I'm wondering... See, we still can't progress. Alright? We still don't have access to the third medallion. So, let's find out what happens when you actually trigger the cutscene now. So if we now do this, the game's just going to softlock. Yeah. I genuinely thought that would happen. Alright guys, and I'm back. So the game crashed. You're now... here. Wait, there's steam. There is now steam there. There's the licker. Right, uno momento. Alright, so it looks like the game might have just... Yeah, you're dead. So by crashing and reloading my save, it looks like I might actually have access to the rest of the station now. Or is the game still there? Yeah, like the game... Wait, hang on. Marvin, where's Marvin? Marvin's still lying down. So this is after we triggered the helicopter cutscene, right? I'm pretty sure this is after we triggered the helicopter cutscene. Because we came back down here. I should probably go check. Because I've reloaded, like I say, I reloaded the autosave that happened. See, there's still this, right? There is still, like, the animation trigger for the first cutscene. So technically we've still skipped the first cutscene, but now there was enemies up there. And the steam was back in the shower room, which leads me to believe that the game has refreshed itself. So by triggering the helicopter cutscene and reloading our save, has the game fixed itself? Or has the game... what's the word to use? Has the game figured out? Yeah, so helicopter cutscene. There we go. Helicopter's still on fire, right? Helicopter's on fire. So it is after the helicopter cutscene was triggered. Hi, you're dead. Interesting. So I'm now wondering, like I said, if the event triggers have actually reset themselves and have caught up with the fact that we've triggered another cutscene. So the first thing to check would be the maiden medallion up on the 3rd floor, because when we were last in this room there was no enemies on the floor. There was no enemies, and now all of a sudden there is. Also, maintenance jack. So this leads me to believe that
Clear. It's Marvin.
I'm now getting a cutscene from Marvin. I'm now getting the radio saying, "Oh, I need you to, like, can you come here a second? I've got something important to show you."
I'm on my way.
Which leads into the helicopter cutscene. I can now go through this. I couldn't go through this before. The event triggers have reset themselves. Yo! I can set this. It has. The game has reset itself. Yo, we can progress. I mean, not that it bothers us, you know. I'm just letting you know. Like, so we could technically now finish the rest of the game. But by skipping that one cutscene, and then obviously the game obviously crashing, it doesn't really do much for the rest of the game. If I'm being honest, like, there's nothing really... See, I can do this now. I can, you know, lift that back up. Come on, Claire, put you back into it. There we go. But yeah, like I say, so the game obviously crashed, and obviously reloading the autosave has fixed the event triggers, so we can now technically proceed. Alright, fair. Absolutely fair. So, by skipping that first cutscene, the game soft locks you into not being able to proceed, and if you try to trigger the cutscene, the game will just crash. After reloading your save, you can progress through the game as normal. Yeah, some of the triggers is going to be a little different. See, I'm back in the main hall now, after getting the radio message there saying, could you come back to the main hall for something to show you? Now, that would have led me to the helicopter cutscene with Leon, but it hasn't, and we're fine. So, again, like I said, just reload your save. If you somehow manage to bypass the first cutscene, just reload your autosave and you can progress through the game as normal. So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. That's what happens when you skip the first cutscene with Marvin. If you use the fuse before you meet Marvin, this is what happens. So I hope you have enjoyed this little experiment. If you have, drop a thumbs up. It would be greatly appreciated. If you are new around here, hit that subscribe button and the notifications icon so you know when I release new content or go live. Like I said, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.